because my name is Tommy Springfield.
And I'm better than you!
If you're new here, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all, so you can get notifications every time I drop one of these videos. And let's jump right into the video. This video is Bill Maher. He got Charlamagne Tha God, because I'll never call him that name. And they're talking about reparations, and they make a good point. And I think Charlamagne kind of changes his mind by the end of the interview. But let's get right into it.
Biden administration said, speaking of money, they want to study reparations. Study it. Compensate descendants of slaves for unpaid labor by their ancestors. Jen Psaki, the press spokesman, said, we'll see what happens in the legislative process.
And let me give you my opinion before we listen to them. I don't believe in reparations. Why? Because how much? Who do we give it to? And I believe all the nail salons, all the hair salons, and all the Cadillac places, and all the scat packs, and all those places will get that money back. So I believe black people will be put right back into the same situations, and then you got the robbers who's gonna want to rob you for your cut, what you got, and the thieves are gonna want to steal your scat packs. We will never be happy just because we got reparations. And is a one-time check really gonna help anything? Nah, don't think so. It would be better put into programs that could benefit us for generations to come. But black people, all they hear is free money, free shit. They don't care about nothing else, and that's a fact.
I'm curious where you are on this issue. I mean, there's a collective guilt that's asking individuals to recompense. I think that's how we would frame that.
Listen, I think reparations have to happen for black people. You know what I mean? Because slavery was America's original sin. And I really don't think no good is going to come to this country until they atone for their original sin, which was slavery. I mean, my ancestors literally built this country for free. So when you see all of this money being...
Before he goes into all his bullshit, let me just give you the truth about slavery. Blacks was enslaved by blacks. We were sold to America by blacks, African blacks. Let's get that right. So when we say white people put us into slavery and we owe white people owe us, do we really? Do your research. Stop looking at the internet. Stop believing everything you say. You was put into slave by black Africans. They sold you. Just like whites had white slaves, Italians had Italian slaves, blacks had black slaves. That's how it went. But history and black folks passing down false information has misled us to how slavery really started. But let's let him talk.
Throwing around, $27 trillion in national debt, $1.7 trillion for failed F-35 fighter jets.
$500,000 for dogs.
$500,000 for fucking dogs. It's like if you're black in this country, you have to be like, well, what the hell? What's up with us? You know what I mean? So for me personally,
but again,
I don't even see what the issue is.
The issue is that that's the collective guilt. But individual white people are saying, I didn't do it, and my ancestors didn't even do it, and you are not your ancestors. I'm
a descendant of those ancestors.
I know, but okay.
Hey, listen, when a debt is old, a debt is old.
Are you really a descendant? People just say shit. If you from Africa,
period.
But you got a lot of money, so you say you should get more.
Should I get more?
Well, no, you should get a check.
Yes, I'm 97% West African, born in Charleston, South Carolina, so I should definitely get a check. But if it's to the point where, you know what, you make too much money, we don't think you deserve it, cool, give it to somebody who needs it. But to act like black people in this country don't deserve reparations is absolutely nuts to me.
It's just crazy. He's saying it's absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts to me that black people just want money. You ain't been given enough. You get free food. Food stamps. Most of y'all get free housing. Section 8. Like, You get a free education. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what more do you want? You gonna fumble the bag. Just like everybody got all those corona checks. We fumble the bag every time you get the bag. We just gonna have a bunch of black people with some nice cars and long fake hair and long fake nails and all of that. And then when the check is gone, we gonna start robbing each other. We gonna start hating on the ones who invested their money and who were doing good. And we gonna be right back in the same place. Like, nobody wants to admit that in the black community. Nobody.
Hey, this is what I want. Put it like this. America, just treat black people like they're F-35 fighter jets. You had $1.7 trillion to throw at that bullshit. Throw it at the people who actually built this country.
But
I don't see how anybody can dispute that.
But again, you didn't build this country.
So what?
You personally did.
So what? I'm a descendant.
But I'm saying we can't write a check to a ghost. You know.
Why not?
Why not? Because
especially when.
Now at this point, you see how dumb you sound. When people talk to you logically, and they make sense. Us black people, we start talking stupid. Like he said, we can't write a check to people who's really not here anymore. We can't write a check to people who's really not related to any slaves. But he says, why not? So we just gonna write a check to a ghost. Black people be dumb, man.
The ghost's descendants are still
that's a
here. Listen, let me ask you a question. How do you right the wrong of slavery then?
Well, I mean, I think reparations can come in many forms.
Why not? Cash is king. It's America.
No, I agree. I mean, I think reparations do come in many forms. So we should be spending much, much more on the schools that serve black children. We should be spending much, much more on the infrastructure in black and predominantly black communities. We should be doing all sorts of things to close the opportunity gap, which is enormous and which we've done a terrible job closing. A debt is owed, and that's one of the ways you repay it. The problem I have with the reparations conversation is the questions you were asking a moment ago. It's practically a non-starter. I mean, in terms of practicality, no one's going to agree on the terms. No one's going to agree exactly on the eligibility criteria. Nobody's going to agree on the amount, and it's politically very unpopular. And while we're talking about something that I don't think is passable, and that's why Obama didn't talk about it.
Why is it not passable, though?
What?
Why?
Now you heard him. It's true. No one's going to agree on the amount. If white people said right now, oh, we'll give you $1 million, black folks gonna be like, oh, we want more. You know why? Because black folks know $1 million, they gonna blow that. They know that. So no one's gonna agree on the amount. No one's gonna agree on what your eligibility is. And it's not a good thing politically. Like he said, your black president, Barack Obama, didn't even talk about reparations. Stop it, black people. Stop always wanting something for free. Get your ass out there, hustle up hard, and get you 40 acres and a mule. Work for it. Earn it.
They're not passable.
Look at public opinion polls. It's just not going to get done. And that's not about the merits. That's about the appeal out there. And in the meantime, there's so much we can and should be doing that could be called reparations about the debt we owe.
Well, let's change the name. Call it economic equity packages. Whatever it is, as he said, a debt is
you
owed.
could say Obamacare, which helps.
See, all he heard that dude say was a debt owed. He didn't hear him say, well, Obama, they ain't talk about it. He didn't hear him say, ain't nobody gonna agree on the number. Ain't nobody gonna agree on the eligibility. He didn't hear none of that. And that's what the black America problem is. Y'all don't hear facts. Y'all don't hear how dumb you sound. Like, get your bread up on your own. Work hard, grind hard, get what you deserve, but don't ask for it free. Because if somebody give you something, there's a saying, a lesson learned in blood is a lesson learned. If I give you a free $1 million, you will never earn $1 million again. Once you blow that $1 million, you will never get it back because you didn't make it. So you're not going to respect it.
Black and brown people, way more than white people, obviously all people can sign up for a, but that is the practical effect of it, is a form of reparations. There's a tax that everybody pays. I don't think it's capped. Rich people pay more. Those kind of solutions are different. I mean, listen to me what Glenn Lavery says. He says, It frames the moral claims African Americans legitimately have in the wrong way. the idea this debt can be paid is a terrible idea. That's his.
Here's the thing. Once again, it's white people not wanting to be held accountable.
Well, that's a black person.
Well,
Look how stupid he looked when he found out it was a black person. You see, black folks always want to blame the white man. He quickly assumed it was a white man, but a black man said it. And when a black man says we don't deserve reparations, what do the rest of the black people? Oh, he's a sellout. No, reparations just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. If you got sense, you know it don't make sense. But if you just want something free, if you've been a Section 8 baby, and if you've been a welfare baby all your life, free sounds great. Free sounds right up your alley. Give me some free shit.
Okay, black person.
Glenn Lowry said that.
Okay, what's his name?
Glenn Lowry, you know Glenn Lowry.
Well, I just think that it's a debt that is owed to black people in America. Simple. And I'll ask the question, if y'all don't think it should be cash, what should it be? If y'all don't think if there should be any reparations to black people, what should it be?
All right.
The other white dude said what it should be. This is why black people will never be successful. We talk in circles. We're dumb as fuck. Period. End of story. They just both gave him solutions. And now he's right back. Oh, what should it be? Because he's not bright, y'all.
Oh,
no, I want to know, do you think that black people should get reparations?
I think it should be more like what Frank and I are saying. Different, not a check, no. I think it should be done more by class. I mean, 21% of blacks are below the poverty line. So that means we're giving checks to 80% of people who are not in poverty. Shouldn't it better be done that if we're going to pass out money? That's what I was starting the show with. If we're going to pass out money, let's pass it out to
the poor and disenfranchised.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, and is a one-time check going to change a life as much as a real investment in education, as much as a real investment in young people?
Did y'all hear what he said? Is a one-time check really gonna change people's lives? It's not. It's not, because let's be real, the average black person is dumb. The average black person going straight to the car dealership. The average black person going straight to the nail shop. The average black person going straight to the weed spot. The average black person going straight to the blood man. You're not going to spend that money right. You're not going to invest that money. You're not going to build anything with that money. And I know some people say, how you know? Because you ain't fucking doing it now. You ain't doing it now. So what makes you think you're going to do it when you get some free fucking money? And it's just that simple, people. Stop it.
Well, social program?
I think
I think a debt is owed, and I have no problem paying it in cash. I'm just talking about where the money goes to help the most number of people the quickest.
Yeah, I think it should be all of that simply because there is really no price point that you could put on reparations for slavery. Like none. Like there's no number you can put on what my ancestors went through in this country.
Yeah.
Now, you see how dumb Charlamagne is? He done changed his mind from the beginning to the end. First it was money. Now it's, you know what, I think y'all right. Because he dumb, bro. Reparations is a broke-minded person's idea. It's just that simple. Put that money where it needs to be. Put that money into educating black people. Put that money into teaching black people how to make $1 million. Put that money into teaching black people how to grow a business and be successful. Because if I give you anything free, you're just gonna fuck it up. It's just that simple. And like I always say, click that like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, click all so you can get notifications every time I do one of these videos. And like I always say, if you're a supporter of the channel, much love and respect goes out to you, and I salute you and you and you and you. And if you're one of these haters that don't think before you speak and just say dumb stuff like Charlamagne, cut the shit.